This is George's PC, my friend. It's half built, and actually, there's a lot still to do, but it's got the main parts. We've got a power supply, motherboard, CPU, RAM. Fans are kind of sorted out. In fact, the only thing we're really missing is a cooler, which I've got, storage, and that all-important graphics card. So yeah, we are on a bit of a mission, like I'm sure some of you are, on trying to build a PC. But how do you do it? This is how. Now, I don't want to pretend this is the solution for everyone, but this is kind of the only solution right now. And honestly, hopefully we'll be able to flip it and do something with it later on down the line. But this is a PC from a PC builder company on the idea that I'm going to take out the graphics card in here, which is a 3060, and then put together and build the rest of the PC when the graphics cards come back in stock, and then flip it. But there's a lot less people buying full-on PCs than there are people trying to buy a graphics card, so you'll probably deal with less of a queue. Oh my god. Ooh. In the box, this is pretty cool. So we've got an Asus Prime B550MK motherboard. Very, it's not a great motherboard, but it's value town, I guess you could say. We've got a all-important 3060. This is a palette. Is that how you say it? Palette graphics card 3060. So we'll be checking that out. And then we've actually got the PC itself. So what is this here? What? They gave me a box 1660? But they gave me both boxes for a 1660 Super and a 3060 Super. Interesting. That's weird. Why would they give me two graphics card boxes? Okay, I have to say, this PC is freaking small. I'm actually really concerned that they haven't actually given me a 3060. So I guess we'll find out. Ooh! Okay, so electric shock aside. Alright, you guys... Okay, wow. Ew. It's so ugly. Oh, it's the most ugliest PC in the world. But, I mean, for us, right? That doesn't matter. This is the strangest PC build. It's just very old. What? They don't stay... Man, that is old. I literally can't push the thing down. Oh my god, that clicks. That was a lot of pressure I had to put on that. Okay, yeah, it's the 3060. Really nice graphics card, actually. You see we've got the kind of through fan design that Nvidia themselves actually designed, and is actually kind of catching on a little bit. But in terms of the front as well, we've got the dual fan design. I'm not expecting this to be a fantastic cooling, quiet solution, but in terms of, like, it's plastic as well. But what matters is the chip inside is the same for all of them, right? Obviously, it doesn't really matter what you're using it for, but yeah, interesting. We've got the Arctic cooler, we've got the power supply, we've got one fan here, interestingly, and on the front, we've got a fan at the bottom. Can I pop this off and show you? Okay, we've got two hard... Okay, the fact they gave me... They gave me a hard drive, but then they didn't slot it into the convenient hot swap area. Kind of weird. Oh my god, even the clicky button feels dodgy. This case is, like, honestly awful. But, I mean, I guess it would serve a purpose if you absolutely desperately needed it to. They have, to be fair to the company I bought it from, they have cable managed. They've zip tied all the cables. They've done a fine job at putting together terrible parts. Is what I will say. Like, apart from the graphics card and the CPU, everything else is probably as low as you can go. Like, the fan doesn't even have a sticker on it, in terms of, like, it's not even branded. It might be the one included with the case, but the case, where did they find this case? So a 500 gig SSD, which is fine for boot drives and stuff. I would say I don't agree with the hard drive itself, but actually that's a fair point. Should we have a look? Because one thing I didn't tell you about this company, guys, is that they tried to upsell me twice. So they tried to upsell me on warranty and new parts. And obviously, car sales 101, you never take the first offer if they're making you an offer. Because if you know there's one, there's going to be two. So you can have that. Because they're always prepared for a comeback. Okay. I mean, it is technically cable managed, but this is... I mean, let me know in the comments what you think. It's interesting. I'll put it like that, but I can't stress to you enough. Hang on. Let's get on camera here. All right, so you see the top here, right? There's just so much flex in the actual thing. We've got one, okay, the fact it's got a feature of a USB 3 port is kind of concerning. I believe 2 USB 2 ports. There is actually some sort of a stain near the power button, which is really nice and hygienic. But yeah, so I'm taking this because, I mean, a hard drive's a hard drive. The CPU I'll take out. The motherboard's fine. What branded RAM did we get? It's just Team Group. Oh my god. This better be, yeah, 16 gigs of RAM. That's fine. 16 gigs of RAM is, I mean, it is what it is for a gaming PC. I mean, if you're doing some like video editing or wanted to do anything else, maybe have 32, but I wouldn't say it's essential at all. You guys have to let me know, actually, how does the microphone sound? I mean, okay, so I've got two microphones. I don't know which one I'm using. But I've got this one, which is right here, which I can tap and you'll hear. Or I've got this one, which is the one I'm wearing. So you can let me know which one you prefer. The only thing, if I'm going elsewhere in the room, you can't hear me on the shotgun microphone. Okay, this sounds horrible. I hate this. How do you release? Okay. Wow. That's really stuck on there, huh? That is the most awful thermal paste application I've ever seen. I was super lucky there. That's actually a problem with AMD things. You can pull out the CPU on top of. Luckily, the compound on the cooler, I'm assuming it's the one that comes with the cooler, was so bad, like it's dry. I bought this, like this PC was built days ago, you know. Oh, anyway, I'm actually surprised that came out because I didn't even lift up the arm for the socket, so yeah, that's a bit questionable. Anyway, so yeah, Ryzen 5 3600, which is a great CPU. I'm actually gonna get a Ryzen box here. There you go. That's better, isn't it? So it's in there. Oh, all right, we can finish George's PC. Woohoo! Nice! In terms of flipping this PC, there's no way I'm selling this case. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a slightly above £3 case and then make a sweet looking build and I'll be able to charge more for it. So that'll be nice. Yeah, it's just an awful case. Guys, I can't bring myself to give someone this awful looking case. Everything else, like, I'm sure the power supply is fine, but motherboard, questionably not great. And the RAM's fine, whatever. So, boom. It's a single 8-pin graphics card. So that's good. I wasn't sure. Usually the lower tier graphics cards are. There we go, in it goes. It's actually quite a nice small form factor graphics card. Actually looks pretty sweet in this case. George actually says he doesn't need Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna take it out. I did actually get a Wi-Fi card for him, but he said he doesn't use it, so I'm gonna take that out just to help with airflow, hopefully. Woohoo! Yeah, look at that, looking good. So I still need to do all the cable management, but in terms of putting everything in. I actually think I'm gonna have to take it back out. No, I'm okay. I thought I maybe wouldn't have room for the M.2 we're gonna put in. But yeah, i7 7700K with a 3060 is gonna be more than fine. I think George is gonna be playing at 1080p anyway, so I don't think a 7700K is gonna struggle at 1080 at all. So yeah, no, really nice graphics card. It sucks that this is the only way you can do it, by going with a PC build that is otherwise terrible and then salvaging the parts. But in terms of getting us all sorted, it's pretty much all we can do. The fact they gave me a 1660 Super box, I don't know, but at least we got the 3060. I don't know what else to say about it, really. It's kind of amazes me we're in this situation. I really hope it gets better. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, subscribe so you can see the rest of that build happen. And also, we'll put together a PC and flip it. So if you want to make sure you don't miss that progression, if you like, definitely go ahead and subscribe. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one, you beautiful, beautiful people. Goodbye.